Hi everyone, my name is Moira and I'm here from the Mississauga Library. Today I'm going to share with you a few short facts about some notable Black women in history. At the end, I'll share with you a couple of resources that you can use if you want to read more about these women or other women just like them. First, let's talk about Angela Davis, one of my biggest inspirations. Angela Yvonne Davis is an American activist and scholar. Dr. Davis has been a lifelong organizer and activist, and she holds a PhD in philosophy. As a young woman, she participated in demonstrations against the Vietnam War and against police brutality. In 1970, Angela Davis was listed on the FBI's Most Wanted list. She has been a notable member of the Black Panther Party and of the Communist Party. In an address at the Women's March in 2017, Dr. Davis said, "Let us remind ourselves that we, the hundreds of thousands, the millions of women, trans people, men, and youth who are here at the Women's March, we represent the powerful forces of change that are determined to prevent the dying cultures of racism and heteropatriarchy from rising again." That's Angela Davis for you. The second woman I want to tell you about today is Dr. Mae Jemison, the first Black woman to go to space. Mae Jemison was born in 1956 and grew up on the south side of Chicago. She loved to read and dance. Mae studied chemical engineering at Stanford University and then went on to Cornell for medical school. Later, she was a doctor abroad in places like Cuba, Kenya, and Thailand. She worked with the Peace Corps in West Africa before applying to NASA. In 1992, Dr. Jemison was a crew member of the Space Shuttle Endeavour and the first African-American woman in space, which is pretty cool. The last one I'm going to tell you guys about today is Ida B. Wells. Ida B. Wells was born a slave in Mississippi, but emancipation came to the South when she was still a child, and this opened up the opportunity for her to pursue an education. Wells went on to become a teacher, but lost her job for criticizing the conditions of segregated schools. In 1884, Ida was asked to leave the first-class car on a train, despite having purchased a ticket, to sit in the African-American car. She sued the railroad and won, but the court case was overturned 3 years later. She took her frustrations to the newspaper and wrote an article, and then journalism became her outlet. Today, we remember Ida B. Wells as an important activist in the fight for equal rights. If these amazing Black women sound interesting to you and you'd like to learn more about them, I have two great book recommendations for you. The first one is A Black Woman Did That: 42 Boundary-Breaking, Bar-Raising, World-Changing Women by Malika Adero. This book has tons of cool illustrations. This is the one for Angela Davis, and it features some really amazing Black women. The second book I'm going to recommend to you is called Bold Women in Black History by Vashti Harrison. This one, again, has some great illustrations and features some awesome women. Happy reading!